I came to talk to you a little bit about Erie, Colorado, and this might be the hottest market on the Front Range. There is an 80% drop in inventory, and I pretty much say anything that comes on the market is probably going to sell within a day or so, just looking at the numbers. But what that does mean is you're going to see record price appreciation in the city of Erie. And why is this so popular? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the fact that you can get the most bang for your buck for a large home on a decent sized lot out in Erie in all of Boulder County. And what that's creating is this incredible change in under contracts, right? We're up almost twice as many under contracts since we were last month. And that has to be due to some inventory coming on the market. When you're down 80% in inventory and we are, well, at nothing, basically, it's really going to create a lot of different changes in the market. And what's happening here is you're seeing the average sales prices skyrocket 22, 23%. And those double digit appreciation is definitely going to continue all the way through 2021 with interest rates being low and just the demand for homes with multiple offices and more space being on the forefront of people's mind because of COVID and because of just the shift in the working environment. So Erie is definitely a hot market to buy, and you can really see that in this style representation of what's going on. So the average sold price is up, $128,000 if you lived in Erie. You made a nice killing in 2020. 2021, it can definitely be the same situation. I would be shocked if we don't see that continue to increase over the course of the next year at double-digit rates as well. Now, what this really means for you as a buyer or a seller is you better have you better be relentless if you're going to purchase a home in Erie right now. There only were 8 homes sold last month, and that's because there were only 8 homes that came on the market, or there would have been 9 homes that sold, right? Because at 32 sales this time last year, we're only at 8 this year. This slowdown is not due to anything other than just a lack of property for sale. Now, I think that's going to be the trend of the year in Erie, but that is going to be problematic. You will definitely see more homes coming on the market into February, March, and April. They will also all be pent up demand to where buyers are going to be bidding on these properties, and you're going to see people paying well over asking price. Now, asking price is not necessarily mean that that's the value of the home. Market sets the rate for the home by the home that sells, and it's going to be an issue with appraisals and everything else. But you're definitely not going to have a home that won't appraise later down the road. Let's just say you wanted to sell it in a year. If you paid $50,000 over asking price for a $700,000 or $800,000 home in Erie, absolutely, with the sales ratcheting up all year long at those kind of rates, you're going to see that appreciation take place, and you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Now, here's the biggest concern is the inventory levels. Obviously, we kind of talked about that a second ago, but when we are at 0.26, that's 1 week's worth of inventory on the market, and you have to imagine it takes a couple of days for things to turn over. So things are not sitting on the market. There's not really a lot to look at. If you're a buyer, you need to get out the day it comes on the market and take a look if you can. And it's just what we're dealing with. Now, we will have inventory coming on the market all the way through the spring buying season, as always, but it will be gobbled up fairly quick. So word to the wise, a little bit of tale of caution here. Now, this number that we've seen in days on market is really a measure of the buyer demand. And buyer demand, no matter what the marketplace we're in, the lower that number gets, the harder it is to purchase a home because there's so many active people in the marketplace. Now, we were bouncing around a little bit in Erie just because there hasn't been too many homes to be able to tell. There's just not enough sales in there to get a nice pretty line here for you. But 58 days on market really tells us that we're somewhere around the highest point of the entire year. So expect that to trend down. Now, it will bounce around quite a bit in Erie. Like I said, there's just not a lot of sales. We will continue to see these numbers be just astonishingly low all year this year. Now, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Anthony over at Land Title. Happy to help. If you have any questions on the market data, or if you have any questions about buying or selling real estate in this incredible environment, I'm always happy to help. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.